Well, you know, obviously the first time you appear in Hollywood is a big deal. You know, my first picture that I became famous for was Rocky IV with a nice Italian guy, Sylvester Stallone. I have to get punched by him. So memory is that it changed my life overnight, kind of like in a movie. I walked into the screening and nobody really cared much about me, the premiere, and it was actually 40 years ago yesterday, 21st of November 1985. And I came out from the screening and people were taking photos, so it was kind of an amazing experience. Yes, just do it, yeah, that one. Well, it was very amazing for me. I mean, I was a young Swedish guy, and here I am with one of the biggest stars in the world, Sylvester Stallone, and I'm there with Carl Weathers and Tyler Shire, you know, from The Godfather, and yeah, it was, you know, it was an amazing experience. I had really worked on my character. I was in character, and I was very focused. I didn't know, of course, I did not know that that line was going to follow me around for 40 years. I just said it, you know, the way the character would say it. But I mean, the whole experience was amazing, and like Stallone says, it's going to be hard to beat that fight sequence in the ring because people aren't willing to train that hard like we did, to look that muscular and athletic and spend 6 months practicing twice a day, you know. We did together. We trained twice a day for 6 months. And I was already in good shape before that, so you become a very superhuman kind of specimen. Yeah, it was very nice to see him again in Expendables. I remember walking on set. I hadn't worked with him for 15 years, 25 years, sorry. This is 2010, we shot Expendables. And so it's 25 years after Rocky IV. And I remember we gave him a big hug, and he was directing with a megaphone, go right, go left, you know him. Like old school director from the 20s, stop. No, it was a great experience, and we had one scene, you know, our first scene on camera, there is a scene where, you know, we have a kind of argument, and I don't know, I just felt like giving him a little push at the end in his chest, and he kind of stumbled, and I saw the crew were like, oh shit, you know? But then next time he said cut, and then he was the director, and he says, next time, push me harder. You understand? Yeah. So it was, we have that good chemistry together. But I like him, and he lives in Florida now. I live in Los Angeles. He has 3 daughters. I got 2 and they're friends, so we're still very friendly. Yeah. Oh, it was still Schwarzenegger. Well, Stallone was in Rocky IV, but Schwarzenegger was in Expendables. You know, but I'm friends with both of them, and they're both good guys and amazing people. I mean, Arnold Schwarzenegger is probably the most successful person ever in America to come from nowhere with $20 from Austria, couldn't speak English, ends up being a movie star, Mr. Universe, and the governor of California. It's like, whoa, what else can you, I'm not sure if he was born in America, he would have been president too.